The odds of getting struck by lightning are about 1 in 280 million. The odds of getting struck by lightning 7 times are 4.15 in 100 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sets of triple zeros with the 100 in the beginning. Let's meet the man who got struck by lightning 7 times. His name is Roy Sullivan. Psych, it's Roy Sullivan. This is Laughs from the Past. Thank you for joining this week. Laughs from the Past brought to you by me, Jimmy, coming to you from New Jersey, and I have my co-host Jake, who knows Jake comes into these blind, no prep, nothing. He just now found out what this week's episode's about. Are you excited, Jake?
A little bit. I feel like I've heard about this guy before. I feel skeptical.
That's a fair assumption.
I feel like there weren't witnesses for all 7 lightning strikes. So
Guinness did verify it.
I mean, what's that mean?
Nothing.
Right?
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
Oh, yeah, it was 6. Oh, no, it was 7. Yep. 7 lightning strikes.
Okay, but this came to me. I've been searching out a lot of stories, going through books and stuff. This one just came to me, the internet. I think it was on like a Today I Learned on Reddit or something like that. And I was kind of giddy because this is a fun topic. Because there's 7 stories here, Jake, for every lightning strike.
Sure.
So
there might even be more than that.
There might be more. So we're going to get into it. I chose I could have done the Wikipedia, but I chose a mental floss. Are you scared of lightning? Should we talk about that first?
No, for me, it's one of those, it's so unlikely to happen that if it does, it's like kind of cool.
Okay, because, yeah, Katie, we're in New Jersey now. It's like she gets thunder and lightning storms now, big ones in New Jersey, in the East Coast in general, and we didn't get in California. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. We'll get struck by lightning. And I was like, whoa, that's not on my brain at any time.
Yeah, is it from growing up in the Northeast a little bit? I have no idea.
Well, it surrounds you. Yeah, I guess so. But
I think it's a mentality. Like, that's, for me, like how I came to grips with like riding roller coasters as like a little kid. I was like, oh, if I die, like, that's really rare. Like, people don't just ride these and die. And if I do, like, my mom's going to get a lot of money and she'll be sad, but she'll be taken care of. So, like, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with lightning. I guess there's no lawsuit after if lightning strikes me, but
I also, like, you know how far away lightning is because it's the easiest math you can do. You listen for the thunder, you look at the lightning. For every second apart is how many miles away it is. Like, do you know that?
Do they still teach kids that? Because I always thought that was a crock of shit.
No, it's not a crock of shit. It's real.
Okay.
It's real. And want to know how?
How?
I did it, and then lightning struck within 100 feet of me once.
Did you saw where it struck?
Yes.
Was it cool?
It struck the middle of my backyard in Newtown, like where the pitcher's mound was. Okay. So I don't know if it touched down. Does it always touch down?
No idea.
No idea on that. But it hit right there. So I had just moved back to Connecticut from California. So I get excited about storms because you don't have them. And we talked about, I think it was a Talking Yanks episode, we talked about how we like going in storms. Like, if there's a storm and thunder and lightning, I want to go outside and just look at it. I remember when the hurricane came to Connecticut, we wanted to go on the roof and play hurricane roulette. Who would stay on the roof?
Yeah, I mean, college times don't count as like real things.
No, you're not a real human when you're in college.
No.
You have no sense. But anyway.
Yeah, man, I got some froyo yesterday. So Denver gets like crazy weather because it comes off the mountains and it's like unpredictable.
Oh, yeah, landing an airplane in Denver sucks.
I'm terrible at it. I've never done it. And we, so yeah, went out. We grabbed a burger, grabbed some dinner last night. And then it's like, should we get a little froyo? And we're like, yeah, it's Monday. We're going to get some froyo. Huge mistake. Incredible storm came in. Hail, like some of the hardest rain I've seen. So like we waited out in the froyo place for like 3 minutes. And then we're like, okay, let's look outside. It started hailing hard. And we're like, okay, definitely waiting it out. So then it started raining again. And so I was kind of like, I think we got to wait a little longer because if it rains this hard, it doesn't last for more than like 5 minutes.
That's what I thought about the rain we got in New Jersey last week, and it lasted for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's nuts.
It was nuts. It
but
flooded
I mean, normally.
Yeah, normally, you're right.
And so it was raining again, and it was like, oh, let's just gun it. So we gunned it to the car, which was like 3 parking spots away, and literally looked like we jumped in a pool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which is pretty wild, yeah.
All right, so I'm back from California, just moved to Newtown, Connecticut. First summer storm comes. I'm so amped up because I love that. So I was outside of my deck, and I could see the lightning, so I was counting the seconds, and I counted, and it was like 2 miles away. Like, it was like really quick. I was like, oh, shit, Mom, lightning's going to strike really close to us. So I went on the deck to watch it, look out for it. It struck, like, I was standing on my deck. You know my backyard. The listeners don't. How far would you say? It's like 100 feet, around there. It came down. Sure. Dude, it threw me back. Like, maybe I just stumbled because I was scared and I didn't get thrown by the wind. But either way, it was the scariest. I, like, rolled into the house on the ground. My mom was like, are you okay? So it was scary. I can't imagine getting hit, let alone 7 times, like our dude, Roy Sullivan, a.k.a. the Spark Ranger.
Nice. Good nickname.
He was a park ranger, so that is an awesome nickname.
Spark Ranger. Yeah, that's incredible then.
All right. Let's go into the stories, and I'm going to I want to look up his Wikipedia real quick just so we can give everyone a time frame of his life so they know what error to put their mind in. That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. He was born in 1912 and died in 1983. The first strike occurred in 1942 and the last in 1977. So that's the dates we're working with today.
Okay.
All right.
Where's he a park ranger?
I think West Virginia. No, just Virginia.
Okay.
Just Virginia. All right. So we're reading a Mental Floss article by Stacy Conrad. Thank you, Stacy, for putting this together. Can't believe you're listening. Wow. Thanks, Stacy. It's said that 7 is a lucky number, but Roy Sullivan, a.k.a. the Spark Ranger, probably would have disagreed. The Shenandoah, no way I said that right, sorry, Shenandoah National Park Ranger was apparently a natural conductor of electricity and was struck by lightning a staggering number of times. Did you have a chime? You want to chime in?
A chime? No, you said Shenandoah, right? You don't know what that's like a known thing.
Oh, it's a national park, so I guess it is, but yeah, I didn't know it. I'm glad I got it right.
Okay, you did good, yeah.
Though some doubt Sullivan's stories, no one ever witnessed any of the strikes, only the aftermath.
Hate you, Spark Ranger.
Guinness World Records was able to verify them enough to award the Ranger most lightning strikes survived. Also, Guinness wants to sell books, so they make zero money not verifying this story. But we're going to act like they're true so we can talk about them, or we'll put our own skeptics into it.
Need one witness.
Here are his stories. He kind of looks like old Gene Hackman.
Kind of what I was picturing.
All right, strike 1. Here we go. Lightning strike number 1. It was April 1942, and Sullivan had only been with the Park Service for about 6 years, only, barely. He was stationed at the brand new Miller's Head Fire Tower when a storm blew in. The tower was so new, lightning rods hadn't been installed yet, and it ended up being struck 7 or 8 times. Okay, there's some credence, Jake.
Yeah.
He's on a tower that's been struck a lot already.
Okay.
Sullivan decided to get the heck out of there, but only made it a few feet away before the lightning found him. It burned a half-inch strip all the way down my right leg and knocked my... Sorry. And knocked my... Sorry. It burned a half-inch strip all the way down my right leg and knocked my big toe off.
Come on.
And knocked my big toe off, he said. My boot was full of blood, and it ran out through a hole in the shoe. I didn't know lightning could knock toes off.
I don't think it can. I'm fully on Team BS right now.
But someone
Spark Rangers and act.
No, someone had to see, they talked to witnesses and stuff. Someone had to see that he lost his toe and he was hair burning. That's what Guinness said. There was witnesses to the evidence of the aftermath.
Hair burning. I mean, I just don't know. I'm just not really bought in right now.
What could happen that his big toe falls off, he's gushing with blood, and he thinks it's better. He hasn't been struck by lightning yet, so it's not his thing. He thinks it's better to, oh no, it was lightning that got me. What, he accidentally bit off his toe?
He shot his own toe off?
That's a solid answer.
He's a park ranger in the 40s.
You win.
In Virginia.
You won, Jake. That was a good answer. He shot his own toe off. He's like, oh no, it wasn't me. It's fucking lightning. I was out on that balcony where lightning strikes all the time.
Yeah, that damn, yeah. You know that, oh yeah, it's already been struck a few times. It got me.
All right. Okay, we're skeptical still. But I think there's witnesses that say yeah.
Okay.
Because if the burnt hair is there too. The bullet burned his hair a little bit? Gunfire? Is that how that works?
Right where I'm at right now is, so he lied his way through this first time, and it was a story. He became a local hero, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go for it again. And then Spark Ranger forms out of nowhere, and now we're talking about this guy.
Okay, but hold on.
But yeah, I need more.
The second strike, it was 1942 was the first strike. The second strike was 3 decades later in 1969. So he didn't.
Interesting.
So he didn't go out trying to be lightning guy. Nearly 3 decades later, in 1969, Sullivan was driving a parked truck when lightning struck 2 trees on one side of the road, then jumped to another tree on the other side. Sullivan's truck was in the middle with both windows rolled down. As a result, the park ranger lost consciousness and very nearly drove his truck off the edge of a cliff. When he came to, these are hilarious. When he came to, Sullivan was missing his eyebrows and eyelashes.
I don't know, man. I'm not bought in right now. There's a lot going on.
Does that make you more bought out?
Yes.
That one's weird. Oh, it's dry. But okay, but what if someone was to corroborate? What's that word? Corroborate the eyebrow and eyelashes burning. So what's happened here? Dude was trying to light a cigarette while he was driving, completely missed. He had some hairspray in his face, just lit his hair off. It was like, fuck, lightning got me again.
Sounds like booze is involved or something. These don't sound like lightning strike side effects, really. Ooh, lost a toe.
I don't know.
Lightning strike. I don't know.
I'm going to Google it real quick. Can you lose a limb from lightning? Not a lot of good answers. Imagine he's the source.
Can you lose your eyebrows from a lightning strike?
I mean, that's got to be true. Wait, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Google lightning. This might be a risky Google. Lightning strike victims images.
Ooh.
That's a real risky. Oh, gnarly, dude. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This guy's got a hole in the bottom of his foot. It just looks like, dude, the lightning imprinted itself on their body. Whoa.
So that's the weird thing, because I think there's so electricity / lightning, there needs to be an entry point and an exit point. Isn't that a thing?
No idea. But, okay, I got to get out these pictures. Pretty gross. But, yeah, you can lose a toe because I just saw a hole in a toe. Let's move on to strike 3, okay?
Okay.
The third strike, a year later, happened while Sullivan was off duty. He was tending to his garden at home when lightning hit a nearby transformer and jumped to his shoulder, knocking him down and burning him lightly. You're fully out right now.
He's tending his garden in a lightning storm? Think about that.
What if it's flooding and he needs to like go fix things? I don't know about gardening that much.
Said tending his garden.
I mean,
there's saving your garden from a flood, and there's tending your garden in a lightning storm.
Don't knock our author from Mental Floss, whatever her name was, Stacy. Thanks again for listening.
I'm not
Stacey.
knocking her at all. She's reporting information which could potentially be true. But so now,
this one sounds a lot like he's fishing for lightning. If it's true, if these are all true, the first two are true. This one sounds a lot like, a lightning storm.
I have another Google search.
That's my identity. Maybe I'll fix the garden right now. Waiting for it.
If you've been struck by lightning, are you more likely to be struck by lightning again? Because how is this lightning? So first he's in the forest and it jumps around from tree to tree. He didn't even say it struck him. But this one, it said it struck a transformer and then jumped over to him like he was the most conductive thing nearby.
Okay. One answer is having been struck by lightning 3 times. I think the answer is yes. No one really knows. No, some people say yes if you continue to do the dumb thing that got you struck the first time.
Yeah, okay. A lot of internet answers.
Yep. All right, strike number 4. You ready? There's 7 of these.
I'm ready.
Number 4 these are funny. Number 4 set poor Sullivan on fire.
That's it.
No, there's much more. I was waiting for your response.
Okay.
There was a gentle rain, but no thunder, until just one big clap, the loudest thing I ever heard, he said. When my ears stopped ringing, I heard something sizzling. It was my hair on fire. The flames were up 6 inches. Luckily, he had been registering people at a camping station, so he was able to use wet paper towels from a nearby bathroom to smother the flames.
This guy's a drunk.
This is straight out of Home Alone.
Like, why should I believe this right now?
We'd really have to look at the evidence. Okay. There's a big scar on his back that looks real. I'm trying to see if there's any pictures of him from back in the day, you know? Maybe I will Google Roy Sullivan lightning proof and see if anything comes up to corroborate. Okay, so here's a picture of his missing toe. That's gross. I maybe should have dug around in the proof a little more. But, I mean, a lot of people have done reports, so I'm going to say a lot of people dug into the eyewitnesses, his body. Okay, here's a picture of him holding up his hat, which has been struck. It's a picture of his toe. Man struck by lightning for the 6th time. There's a video of it on YouTube. Okay, so let's just keep going. It might be real. Other people may have looked into this deeper than we are.
Okay, it's fine.
All right, so number 4, he just straight lit on fire. Number 5, August 7th, 1973 brought the 5th strike. Again, Sullivan was in a parked truck and saw storm clouds coming, basically calling his name at this point. All too aware of his track record, the rain...
Timeout.
Yeah.
I'm stopping you.
Yeah.
Do you think... So let's say this is true, as being reported. He sees a dark cloud. Do you think he gets nervous, scared, or excited?
Excited.
Right And I don't think that's not right.
Well, what if,
Like, oh, I might get struck again.
dude, what if it happens so many times to the same person because it's the ultimate rush? It's like winning at the roulette table. You just got to keep going back for more. You're like, I need, like, jumping out of an airplane. Like, you just need that rush.
Did you see there's a good Black Mirror episode that has, like, that's a chunk of it?
Which one? Is it from the most recent season? Because I haven't seen those.
Maybe. It's not even like the main part of the episode, but like this guy gets something installed. It's like a doctor gets something installed. Oh, where he can feel the patient's like pain. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
So yeah, it's not giving anything away, but he gets this thing installed in him where he can like literally feel the patient's pain.
Yeah.
And then he gets like addicted to like the rush of like feeling pain.
I mean,
doesn't end well.
Masochist, right? That's what they call it when you like the feeling of pain.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Roy Sullivan was a masochist. All right. So yeah, he sees the cloud storm's coming. All too aware of his track record, the Ranger tried to outrun the lightning. Once he felt he was out of harm's way, Sullivan stopped to have a look.
So he tries to outrun the lightning. It's not working. I'll stop and take a look. Come on about it.
Big mistake.
Oh, no way. What happens?
This is fifth strike. I mean, basically, if you're a park ranger, so you got to be outside, and you've been struck by lightning 4 times, what do you have to do? Wear a rubber suit? Like, just have a rubber suit handy? Like Bubble Boy, but like fully non-strikeable suit? Hazmat suit? Breaking Bad style?
No, because why? He has no fear. He has no fear of it. He got outside to check it out, he says.
Yeah, he thought he outran it. He says, I actually saw the lightning shoot out of the cloud this time, and it was coming straight for me, he said. It even knocked...
Stop. No, he didn't. He's a lying drunk.
He said, it even knocked off one of my shoes, leaving the lace tied. So he took off his shoe, left the lace tied, and then said, look at that. Couldn't have taken that off tied. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand that part.
What?
Jake's so mad.
The shoe off his foot tied is evidence that he got struck by lightning.
That's what he's saying.
And knocked his boots off.
Only one of them.
This whole thing's a hoax.
You want to move on to strike 6?
I need to.
Sullivan was walking along a park trail in 1976 when he was struck a 6th time. It was the final straw for the park ranger. He retired 5 months later. So there's not even a story. No one cared anymore. Oh, you got struck again? What's the story? No, I don't care.
Yeah, everyone knew it was bullshit.
Yeah. I wonder if you ask people from the town, they're like, oh, fucking Crazy Roy? Yeah, that dude's crazy.
Yeah, he's a freaking drunk park ranger that got famous for being struck by lightning, and then he did it. He got addicted to being the Spark Ranger.
I think what was happening was his other park ranger friends were just banging trash cans together really loud behind him, then lighting him on fire. Like, they'd get really drunk. They'd light him on fire, light some eyebrows off, classic joke, bang some pots and pans really loud. Oh, dude, Roy, must have been lightning. It's not because we totally hate you. You're perturbed.
This is tough for me.
You're perturbed. You don't like this guy.
This is tough for me. I mean, here's my thing. You're struck 7 times by lightning. There's never a witness.
But like, if you are a lonely guy, you can't put it against him for being just like a loser.
Right, but how many lonely loser guys have been struck by lightning? Hell, more than once.
Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anyone that's been struck by lightning.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Strike number 7. You ready? Last one.
I hope so.
Unfortunately, the lightning found him anyway after retiring. On June 25th, 1977, Sullivan was trout fishing when the hair on his arms bristled. This strike to the head burned his chest and stomach and caused hearing loss in one ear. To top off lucky number 7, Sullivan ran into a black bear on the way back to his car.
Fuck this guy. Nope.
I gotta go. She didn't tell us enough about this black bear.
This guy's just a storyteller, a drunk storyteller.
I
have 0 pieces of evidence.
Sullivan turned to his car when something unexpected occurred. A bear approached the pond and tried to steal trout from his fishing line. Sullivan had the strength and courage to strike the bear with a tree branch after being struck by lightning. He claimed that this was the 22nd time he hit a bear with a stick in his lifetime.
Have I said anything wrong?
I mean, I got struck by lightning and I hit that bear 22nd time.
I've been in 22 bear encounters.
Well, he's a park ranger.
Right. And I was going to give him that. But still, he's hit a bear with a branch 22 times. Which, hey, I don't know park ranger protocol. I'm sure you have many bear encounters. I don't know how many times you come in contact with the bear. But you've just been struck by lightning, and you've got a bucket of trout that bear wants, but you fight him off with your branch for the 22nd time after your 7th lightning strike. It's tough for me.
Dude, there's more on this Wikipedia page that I got to tell you.
Tell me.
Okay. All 7 strikes were documented by the superintendent of the Shenandoah National Park, Taylor Hoskins. Hoskins, however, was never present at any of the reported strikes and was not an active and present superintendent in the Shenandoah National Park for many of the times. Okay? Check this tidbit out. Sullivan himself recalled that the first time he was struck by lightning was not in 1942. Was not in 1942, but much earlier. When he was a child, he was helping his father to cut wheat in the field when a thunderbolt struck the blade of his scythe. How do you say it? The little...
You're around there.
Scythe without injuring him. But because he could not prove the fact later, he never claimed it.
Right. That's because he doesn't know what a lightning strike is. He thinks a lightning strike is getting drunk and, like, lighting yourself on fire.
Sullivan's wife was also struck once.
Jim, don't.
What?
Don't. No, she wasn't.
When a storm suddenly arrived as she was hanging out clothes in their backyard, her husband was helping her at the time, but he escaped unharmed. Why wouldn't he claim that? If he's the liar you're saying he is, why wouldn't he claim that too?
Because it got his wife this time. He's in like a cult. He was doing drugs or something. There's no way.
Okay, so you're calling this guy a liar. You don't like him.
So say this guy was the Michael Jordan of being struck by lightning. Where's Kobe? Where's LeBron? Give me a park ranger that's been struck like 3 times. And then maybe we can have the discussion that you've been struck by lightning twice more than any other park ranger. 7 times? And he said there's a bonus 8th as a kid that he just never talked about?
Yeah, hit his scythe while he was in his wheat field. And he also had a close encounter when his wife got struck.
I mean, just like, am I sounding silly? Because I feel like I'm not.
Okay, so you think he lied? You're not a fan of him.
I didn't say I'm not a fan of him. I'm saying he's a liar.
Okay, so Spark Ranger. Final thoughts.
This is a bar trick or something. This isn't. He may have gotten struck by lightning once.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But then he's just playing it up.
All right. We'll want to hear what he did with the rest of his life?
Sure.
When Sullivan did pass away, it was not a bolt, but a bullet that did him in. He killed himself in 1983.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this guy?
Now you're mad at him for killing himself?
Sure. Like, what?
It was.
The lightning can't get me. Nothing can get me. I'm just doing it.
Oh, you think he was trying to just show off? I'm live forever. Lightning can't kill me. This bullet can't kill me. Pfft. That's what you think.
I think he had 70 years of lies on his chest.
Wow. The internet got invented. When did he die? 1983? No. But things got invented. The Guinness Book came calling. Everyone wanted to corroborate his story. People were calling him a liar. Fucking out of this. I liked it better in 1973 when no one knew anything.
Yeah, people started calling bullshit that you've never been struck by lightning. So he said, I'm out, so people would stop shit talking him.
Dude. Oh, wow. The opening of his Wikipedia says he resembles Gene Hackman. So, yeah, he does. Okay. Listen to this tidbit. On the morning of September 28, 1983, Sullivan died at the age of 71 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Officially, he shot himself over an unrequited love while lying in bed next to his wife, who was 30 years younger and allegedly did not notice his death for several hours. What are you talking about? He shot a gun 2 feet away from you. How did you not notice?
Well, she got struck by lightning, and that messed up her. She couldn't hear gunshots after she got struck by lightning.
She was 30 years younger than him, so I think she was a Spark Ranger chaser.
No, she was the only one dumb enough to think he got struck by lightning 7 times. She thought he was like a god.
That's what I'm saying. She's chasing him like a cleat chaser, Spark Ranger chaser. So 2 of his hats are in a museum because they have like lightning holes in them.
Museum of Lies.
It's like just a Burt hat.
You know me, I'm not like super skeptical or anything, but I don't have a single piece of evidence.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you this picture of his back, right? Okay. Let me send it to you in the chat here. That's his back. Now look at this picture. I'll describe it while you look at it. It looks like a lightning strike on his back. That's the best description I can give.
Like almost too much, man.
You think he faked that?
Dude, weren't you just looking at lightning strike victims? And I don't think any of them looked like that.
No, they do.
Now am I going to have to Google lightning strike victims? Because I didn't like the faces you were making.
Okay, here. I'll show you another lightning strike victim. This is great radio. Here, I will show Jake another lightning strike video, victim that looks similar to that one. There's another link for you. Okay. Did you see it?
I do see that.
You're muted. Here's another one.
I do see that.
So does this, I mean, that was his back. That's documented by Guinness. So I think, and here's one more for you, that they all look like just kind of like.
Almost like the patterns you'd seen on like leaves.
Yeah, like if you were
like leaf veins.
Yeah, if you were to draw leaves or foliage, that's what it looks like. So I'm thinking his back, that is lightning strike. So that's at least one right there.
But like, all right, so that last one you sent me, like that guy looks like a lightning strike victim. He is in a hospital bed. He is like covered in blood. That guy looks like he survived a lightning strike.
Well, I mean, when fucking Spark Ranger's toe had fallen off, I'm sure he was covered with blood.
Oh, God. This guy was struck by lightning once.
Okay. And then you think all the rest he was just he got addicted to being struck by lightning.
I don't know. Like what's the alternative here? Like he thought he was lightning strike invincible after the first time, so he literally set out to be struck by lightning?
Maybe.
Like it became his rush.
Got struck once, no way it can happen again.
Gardening, fishing. That one time he stopped the car to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
Where are you on this? I've just been giving a lot of negative.
Yeah, I've been letting you ride.
Sarcastic opinion.
I think he got struck 2 to 3 times. He's definitely a storyteller. Okay. But then again, you say, oh, dude, he threw a stick at a bear 22 times. Then you remember he's been a park ranger for 40 years. So I think that's actually like a really logical amount of times he's probably thrown a stick at a bear. My sister went to a national park once.
I see what you're saying, but I'm still saying no.
I think that's true.
I've seen a bear, like in real life. Like there's no part of me that was like, I'm just going to shake. I don't think protocol is shake a stick hit it with a stick and you're in the clear.
No, but 1950, I think you're having fun.
You think that's just good old time?
Yeah. All right. Well, it's an interesting tale, whether you believe it or not. No?
It is. I mean, what's this guy's name again? Roy Sullivan? Roy Cleveland Sullivan. I just looked him up.
The Spark Ranger.
The Spark Ranger.
All-time nickname.
Oh.
Really good nickname.
Spark Ranger is worthwhile.
The Spark Ranger is a great nickname. Got anything else?
So I'm Googling. What's my last Google? Guinness record struck by lightning. Obviously, he comes up. I see an article from 2014. South Carolina man survives being struck by lightning 10 times. And then I saw another YouTube video that was 12 times. So I don't know. The only thing that can make this okay for me is if there's some science to the fact that, like, if you get struck once, you're more susceptible to being struck again. Like, it's done something to your electrons. You're like a hyper-juiced human being. I sound like I'm talking about X-Men or something.
Yeah.
This isn't right.
Doesn't right, yeah. Yeah. All right, well, that's it. Last from the past. I don't know how much laughs we got out of this one. More frustration.
This is just a mixed bag.
I think it's an awesome story.
Spark Ranger.
Spark Ranger. That's the end of Spark Ranger. Last from the past. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next Tuesday with another one. This was so weird because it happened in the past, but it's not like going to be in a history book or like Ben Franklin, all those guys that we've done, Abe Lincoln. But hey, we'll take stories. If you have any stories you want us to discuss, like the Olympics with Felix, our favorite dude, Felix, the Olympic runner that was in St. Louis marathon. That was a suggestion. So, up for all suggestions. Otherwise, I'll just keep finding stories for ourselves. But yeah, if you say, hey, talk about this, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts on this, send them our way. Thank you very much for listening. Go tell your friends to listen. Next week, we'll ask for you to rate and review. This week, just tell your friends, hey, listen to this Spark Ranger dude. And that's all. See you, Jake.
See you, Jake. Spark Ranger.